T-Fit here with Fit Bully TV. This is the last Bam Bam update. We get messages all the time, and my job now is to tell the truth beyond a reasonable doubt. And let me make sure we understand, he's with a good family, people who care about his well-being, but I was right, he is not a good dog. Now, some things have changed in terms of the dynamic, how we're going to manage him moving forward. So I'm no longer associated with those people, so we won't have a conversation, and it's the rule of the business to protect the business. So if something comes out later, I did my job because I told you he wasn't a good dog. We did a video where I literally told you I'm either gonna put him down or he's gonna go to a better home, and a home where he could be focused on, and he still did what I believed he was going to do, and that's hurt someone. So let me make sure you understand. Bam Bam, and I spoke with the person the night it happened. He bit somebody in the face and was giving him a hug. Okay? I repeat, with a good family who cares and loves him to death. This isn't a dig or anything of that matter, but let me show you something. There was a dog named Kane I had years ago. And look at this.
Kane, as you see them shoulders, he was going to help put some muscle into my liver years ago. But then once I realized he's a fucking psychopath, I had to let him go. I said, oh, we can't breed no more nuts. This is how it's going to sound the rest of the night. Like a nigga's choking somebody to death.
So, Kane was a dog who I was going to put down one night. Man, I got to be honest, by way of a bullet. My dad was over, someone I don't really talk to, and he said, well, let me take him. I said, one way or another, this dog hurt somebody. It hurt someone. That's almost 8 years later. Good old Kane. I said, at some point, he's become senile, and he becomes a threat. So that guy who took Kane off my hands after my dad, I had to take him back, but after my dad couldn't take him, a young man I knew at the time said, hey, can I take him, Trev? I said, look, let me make sure you understand what you're dealing with. At some point, this dog becomes dangerous. He calls me one day, and he said, boss, my roommate can't come out of his room. I said, what do you mean? He says, Kane's charging the door. He's reacting all the day. He's biting, such and such. I'm nervous, like. I said, well, you know what you have to do, right? The same bullet I had for Kane, he ended up having to do the same thing. What you guys fail to realize is these are animals. That dog was not bred properly. At the time, I didn't know as much as I know now, but I know dogs. Okay? I know dogs and behavior, even human behavior. So let me give you the Bam Bam update. This is the final one. Don't ever ask me about him again, because I'll never talk about him again. And then what I want you to do is 8 years from now, tell me if I'm right. Now the irony is, I was worried about Kane, but Kane never bit anybody in the face for nothing. Now I knew he was going to do it when he got older. And that's not funny, but I knew that dog was going to turn flop. He was going to be dangerous. And when he brought him back to visit, I couldn't even walk around the apartment. I'm in the bed in that video, right? Because if you got up and moved, he's growling at everything moving. I go, bro, I was like, Kane, you better go somewhere, bro. We done been through this. This will be your last day here. But he's dangerous. He's dangerous. So let me tell you a little bit about Bam Bam and what the plan was, right? And how we get it wrong every now and then. So we had Bam Bam, who I had faith in. Y'all had faith in me too, which is why y'all asking. We had Cha Cha, who I couldn't decide on because she had potential. We had Nala, who has potential if Jamarcus did everything, and that was going to be Bam Bam's first breeding. Lola was the best dog. Now she's dead too. Imagine all your dreams go to shit out of one litter. Everything that you hope for gone. We saw Chris Moore break down Bam Bam, and he said Bam Bam's feet, etc. So I can't use bad feet. His feet so bad you can't fix it. He said I wouldn't breed that dog. I saw Bam Bam then when my kid Jack. So here's my rule of thumb. The people around me must always be safe with my dogs. If I see any inclination that the people I won't use the word love, but I care about Jack a lot, and to a degree. I mean, I've been with the kid since he was 16 years old. It's my guy. I'd do something real awful to somebody if they did something to Jack. Jack, I have a photo. I'd have to find it, and I'll give it to Jamarcus when I find it so you can see it in this video. Literally was one of the first people to hold Bam Bam. Here's something else you didn't know. Jack co-owns Bam Bam. I said, Jack, you want to own a bully? He says, yeah, boss, I'll take one. He said, I said, well, we'll own Bam Bam together. If I do any breedings, I'll just send you some money, man. He don't even need money. That's what people didn't know that neither. Well, that dream went to shit. Jack comes back and visit. He does every year. He reaches down to pet Bam Bam. And I see the problem. I said, he's gone. So within that week, I made a video. And I said, he's got to go. He's got to go. I will never in my life put people I love and care about in danger. So it's imperative that people have the information. I told that young man who took a dog named Kane about the risk. He said, I'm willing to take it. This family, they're better than me because I'm willing to take it. But they also had to take their friend to the emergency room. My job is to protect the truth and the facts because bad things happen and I get all the messages, the bad, the good, and the ugly. But if you don't want to know what should be done with Bam Bam or how Bam Bam's doing, he should be put down because he's defensive and he's reactive. His dad was defensive and reactive. Now I added confidence. Now you got defensive, reactive, and confident. So you know what that also means? The dog didn't growl. Because normally you get an indicator, right? Zara will growl and say back up. Dog don't growl, bite somebody. Now the person calling me crying. Because what do? If you got to put him down, put him down. That was what I was going to do in the first place because he's dangerous. So we got defensive, reactive, and confident. That's a problem. 8 years from now, that dog becomes senile. If he's still alive. He also has a grade 2 heart murmur, I believe, unless he grew out of it. So he can't breed heart problems. Which means he only belongs in a loving home. And I repeat, they're loving the dog to death. He's probably getting some best treatment. But that little bite was proof, not even for me, because I already knew better, that he gotta go. He gotta go. They know what the risks are. They've gone through that particular situation. I would never breed Bam Bam. I repeat, look at our chart here. Bam Bam, that's the dog I had all the faith in. That's gonna be my guy. Bam Bam's gonna such and such, such and such. It didn't work out that way. Cha-Cha, couldn't make up my mind on Lola and Cha-Cha. Because I said, this is the best dog. This is Zara. If I wanted to breed a better dog, I would use his dog. So I put her with my people. We'll break down that too with Jamal in the video. They did a good job. Unfortunately, accidents happen. Very unfortunate accident. They were like, they're hurting right now, people. And then keep in mind, Nala and Bam Bam are basically around the same age. They should be almost, right? And so Jamarcus's first breeding, which is now taking place with Eco, would have been done with Bam Bam. And the potential on Nala was all based on Jamarcus's effort and seeing the things that he wanted to see manifest in his dog. But people want to know, how is Bam Bam? Well, from my understanding, because being the people will never talk again, he's living well. He's eating good. He has his challenges. I believe his foot's bothering him a little bit. But foundationally, he's a bad dog. Because he will bite. He already did. Someone that they knew. And he will bite again. And now, to be clear, I hope he doesn't. I hope he does not ever bite anyone again. I would hate to get that message. And mind you, I don't think I will. But he already has harmed someone. And I was right. Because I know dogs. I understand there's a lot of, let me save everybody out there. Let me save all these dogs. Unfortunately, at times, character just takes time to reveal itself. And most of that character is developed early. And when you see it start bad, it gets worse. And unlike humans, dogs don't have enlightening moments where all of a sudden they're like, man, God is good. I'm saved. I'm going to not kill and shoot and bite people anymore. I want to give my life to Christ and go out here and serve the Lord. A dog is who a dog is. And a dog will always be a dog. People, take care of your dogs. That's the last and final Bam Bam update. If you got questions, don't ask me. He's not a part of my life. He's not a part of our program. I wish him well, and I hope they continue to do their best to take care of him. But I repeat, I've seen this before, and we got to the same place because it just took time for people, those to realize. I love him, but he's not safe to be around anymore. One way or the other.